I'm Thomas Allen Harris. Welcome to another installment of Digital Diaspora Family Reunion. Today, we're at the AFI Silver Docs Film Festival in Silver Spring, Maryland. We've had lots of folks from the local community come by to share their family photographs with us. Let's take a look.
This particular picture was on a wall, and I don't know why I did it, but I decided to take a picture of that picture, and a month later Hurricane Katrina came and all the pictures were destroyed. Something told me to just take everything.
Yeah.
And so for Mother's Day, I blew this picture up and I gave it to her for Mother's Day because she thought they were all gone.
Wow.
And I had the pictures.
Wow. One of the reasons I'm doing this project is because you turn on the television, you go see movies, and we see these biopics, and we never see these amazing stories.
Right.
People who made it despite,
Right.
And
Right.
so these are the stories this next generation needs.
Right.
It's the stories that I stepped by my grandfather, my grandmother. My grandmother refused to tell me stories. She was like, oh, it's all in the past. But my grandfather told me all the stories, and my grandmother's sister told me stories.
Right.
And so they are the reason why I become a filmmaker and a storyteller. And it really empowered me to know where I was from, know the diversity of who I am, and I looked at these pictures and I often, and I don't know if this is the case with you, but I would imagine like what their lives were like.
Oh, absolutely. Maddie Kemp was always a mystery because I never knew her. And she died in 1932. And so my father's middle name is Kemp. But because they're in South Carolina, we didn't know anybody in South Carolina. So I decided to go on this journey to find my folks. And going through this journey, I learned not only about her, but I met other family members. I met her brothers, children. I didn't even know she had a brother. I did a lot more checking before I accepted the fact that they were related. But she had the death certificate with the father and mother's name. I had the same thing, exact same people. Since that time, we have started this journey, and that's how we ended up going all the way back in the census, finding our great-great-grandfather as a slave. Here are the papers. So this is my great-grandfather, Negro boy Andrew, purchased a Caroline Kemp, $286.
Oh my goodness.
Sam, Patience, and two children, Hannah. Sam and Patience are the parents of Andrew and George and Bob and Dick and Allie. What happened was Andrew turned around and named every child he had these same names.
Wow.
So we have an Emmeline, a Bob, we have a Richard, and Richard, although this is his son, Richard is my grandfather. Richard is her father.
Wow.
I didn't know that at the time.
Wow.
One day I got an email, and it said, check old newspapers. So I checked, I put in his name, and up popped the headline, Richard killed by Mr. John Livingston. And this is it. It says, Richard Kemp Colored was shot and killed by Mr. John Livingston, a peaceful and law-abiding citizen, on his plantation in Floyd Township, this county, Saturday evening. The shooting was clearly a case of self-defense, and it goes on to talk about the situation.
It's so slanted.
Oh yeah, and when you read the inquest, you'll see the same thing. With genealogy, you think that this stuff is gonna just pop up, but the ancestors tell you when they want you to get it.
This is wonderful history. Now, who do you share this with? Do you share it with other members of your family?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if you just have a picture and a name. I had a picture and a name.
Yeah.
And it just opened up a whole new world for me.